Greetings, welcome everybody. So I'm excited to share this spread that I pulled for y'all because I feel like it's going to answer the question to something heavy that you need clarity about on your heart. But before we do, you guys, I just want you all just to show some love to my channel. If my messages have been helpful to you, or if you find this video to be helpful, a blessing to you, to go ahead and like this video. If you resonate with the channel, go ahead and subscribe, share with someone you feel like it may also bless as well. So before I get into the big message, I pulled these cards because I wanted to see what Spirit wanted us to know. And I was just excited by the message because I was singing, just randomly singing. And one of the cards that came out matches the lyric to a T. It was the song, I don't know if you guys ever seen The Wiz with Diana Ross and Michael Jackson. It's like The Wizard of Oz. But there's a song towards the end of the movie that she sings called Home. And there's a line in the song where she says, I wish I was home. I was back there with love, or something like that. Love overflowing was part of the lyric for sure. And the altar of water, love overflowing, came out of the deck. So this is a beautiful message. And I feel like the message here for you, whatever's on your mind as regards to your future, if you're making the right choices or decisions, some of you guys, is your question is around love. And love meaning, like, if it's family, will I ever have a family? Will I ever meet my soul tribe? Will I make new friends? Will I ever find a love partnership in my life? Will I ever have children of my own? Could be a question for some of you as well. Some of you guys may be missing family. Family is very big here for you, and love. And I'm here to tell you, like, yes, love is coming. And I'm not that type of reader that just tells people what they want to hear, because I know that love is a very important thing to a lot of us, and definitely romantic partnership and love is very big for a lot of people. And oh, it's coming. But no, this message, because something was like, I shuffled the cards and I was like, maybe they're just for me, and I was going to put them back. And something told me, do not put these cards back in the deck because they're not just for you. And I know that when Spirit is like telling me to leave something alone, it's for a reason. And I was guided to look at the guidebook, and it just made all the more the sense. So that is why I did not want to put these cards back in the deck. So the first card that I pulled, the first three cards I pulled was the Moon, the Idiot. That sounds funny, doesn't it? The Fates. And I was kind of confused a little bit by it. But then when I got into the Oracle cards and I was reading the guidebook, it made a little bit more sense to me. So again, like I said, the altar of love, love overflowing, the unknown with enigma, the mother of fire with shine and rise. At the bottom of the deck was the father of water with balance and harmony. And I almost didn't read the meaning of this card, but it made more sense. Top of the deck was root of water, highly sensitive. So at this time, the questions that Spirit is asking you, for one, Spirit is confirming that yes, that love that you're seeking, or all different types of levels of love and partnerships and connections that you're seeking, they are coming into your life. And I feel like for some of you, it's appreciating the ones as well that you already do have in your life, the connections with those that you love. And at this time, Spirit is saying, though you may not know everything and you don't see everything, you have to continue to trust yourself. You have to trust your intuition at this time, even though you're not able to see everything, or so it feels like. You might feel like you're lost, you're confused, you feel like you're lacking some type of information or intelligence. No, everything is happening according to divine order and plan at this time. And you just have to trust. You really do. And I know that's not an easy concept sometimes for us to trust and to have faith. Faith is not always easy, but there are some things that you're not meant to know at this time. There's a lot happening behind the scenes. I do get something with Libra energy. Aries season is also coming up as well. I feel like something with Aries energy or first house energy. Spirit also wants you, because there's a reason why Spirit is saying you're not meant to see everything and know everything right now, because if you knew, you wouldn't be present. And I share this all the time. Sometimes we can kill the magic in our lives when we, try to know every single thing and map it all out. It doesn't work that way, So Spirit wants you to be confident as well. There's something about you not hiding yourself, because this is going to bring you, when you embrace yourself, you embrace all that you are, and you don't try to cloak it or hide it or shame yourself or allow other people to shame you. There's something about you being in your power and in your confidence and flowing, and you're going to attract the very thing that you're wondering what's coming, if it is ever going to come. This very thing that you desire, that you love, is it going to come to you? It is. So I want to read this, because this, I feel like this message for some of you, if you're asking about a male partnership, if it's ever going to happen or if it's going to come in, I'm getting a yes. This is a divine masculine energy, and I'm going to read this card in a second. So the altar of love was the first card. Let's see, number 27. Okay, so it says divine love, romantic love, communal love, every kind of love is pouring through you. This is the beginning of something beautiful. Make way for the joy of new love. This new relationship can be a friendship or a new suitor. It could be a career partnership that you love, or even a renewed love for an already existing person or situation in your life. Either way, you are worthy and deserving of this magnificent new blessing. The water ancestors represent emotions. Allow the seeds of joy to blossom. With the energy of boundless love, we can give back to your community. Sweet water mother, the 𝗛𝗽𝗆𝗆𝗆 comes forward to teach us the holy blessing of libation, an ancient prayer practice. Pouring libations is a key traditional way to honor ancestors in many cultures and countries throughout Africa. The libation is an act of love. Pour libations for your ancestors. Something new is being born. Every birth expands and evolves your lineage. Most use blessed waters or alcohol to pour libations from a glass, a bowl. Libations in some cultures can also be poured in some reverence with rice or even tea. The affirmation on this card, or the declaration, it says, I trust the guidance of my heart. So there is love already around and within you, of course. And I feel like there's an extension of love coming your way. And I feel this card confirmed it for me. And I'm going to get into that card in a second. The Father of Water card. But let's get into I'm going to read the Mother of Fire first, number 25. And then I'm going to read the Unknown Enigma card. So it says, yes, own it all, the good, the bad, and the potentially ugly. Own your power. Living life by your own rules is not easy, but this is what is necessary for you. Let the haters hate. Enjoy the attention. You have the power of influence. Use it wisely. You got next. Many are warmed by the bright light you shine. This makes you a magnetic and social butterfly when you choose to be. Use your powers of influence for good. The Mother of Fire shows up as a mitochondrial Eve, whom science says is the first woman and most recent common ancestor for all living humans. Our Eve is from the Sands people of Southern Africa. Guess who stepped into the room? You have inherited your ancestors' passion and enthusiastic penchant for standing out. On the shadow side, I feel led to read this part, but it says, be aware of jealousy, deceit, and betrayal. Or are you the one being shady? Stop trying to persevere your image, and life is too short to be shallow. Declaration is, my confidence is magnetic. So you can't hide yourself. There is this energy of you birthing something new out of yourself. I feel like there's many different facets of you that you haven't met. And some of them, like, it's okay to have a colorful personality, a colorful energy. You don't have to be known just as this or just that, or just do this and that in your life. There's so much room for you. There's so much color that we can add to the world. And there's not just one aspect in manifestation of yourself. I feel like allow yourself to be your colorful, whole, full self. And I feel like it's magnetic when you're in the company of the right people. The right people will gravitate towards you. I feel like you're very lovable. And yes, of course, it might rub some people the wrong way. It might spark some jealousy. But I feel like that fire that you exude actually is an inspiration to people. It's a misguided thing. They don't understand what they're feeling. It's like a jealousy instead of seeing it as like, no, this person's meant to spark something inside of me, meant to influence or inspire something inside of me. Okay. I feel like this is how you're going to attract your soul tribe, if that is the question you have in your heart, and or new friendships, a partner, a romantic partner for you. That is what's going to attract, that you being in your essence, your energy, your bag, just being your authentic self. That is what's going to draw this person, and you living your life boldly, just loving yourself and loving your life. So let's tap into the unknown card, number 44. Where's it at? Okay. It says, still trying to control everything. The answers you seek are unknowable at this moment, or the divine is not ready to give you the full picture right now. Nothing is certain. This is not a yes or a no, but a pause. Trusting the unknown is about having unwavering faith. Believe in your bones that your ancestors have your back and are guiding you towards something greater. It may feel scary, but when we trust, amazing things can happen. The unknown calls us to step into a world of infinite avenues where dreams are born and miracles unfold. Let go of expectations and open up to what could be. If you were close to a family member or other person when they were in the physical realm, they are likely still with you now. The unknown ancestors are also still loving and protecting you. On a soul level, we all know all of our ancestors, but put your hands over your heart, feel into their guidance, and affirm, just for today, I know that I am safe. If something is out of alignment with your nervous system, you will reject it. This includes all of your intentions, goals, dreams, and plans. It is imperative to become comfortable with being uncomfortable so that you can continue to take risks, grow, evolve, and expand. The shadow aspect, I feel led to read this as well. It says, do not be a know-it-all. Leave room to be surprised by life. It makes you feel confident and secure when your intelligence to show how much you know, but release the idea that you have anything to prove. It is safe not to know everything. Declaration. I am being guided and protected. So you don't have to control or worry about how things are going to happen. That one key part stood out to me where it says, leave room to be surprised by life. Okay. And the other line that stood out to me is, it is imperative to become comfortable with being uncomfortable so that you can continue to take risks, to grow, evolve, and expand. So if you're in this place of comfort zones and what makes sense all the time, and you'll never know, you'll never expand, you'll never grow, because we're too attached to an outcome. The reason why we don't, and I'm not saying to make decisions that are dangerous or toxic or hurtful to you or others. You know the difference. Where let's say it's expressing your love or confessing your love for someone, and your thought is, if I do this, I can get rejected. But you don't know that. And even if you do so-called get rejected, you still learn something very valuable. You lived up to your right to express yourself and speak your truth. You were living in a moment in your life where you got to experience truth, expression, where you had boldness, confidence. It doesn't have to be a negative thing, or where you learn that, okay, that's just not for me. That thing is not for me. So good. Okay. Moving on. Right. So if you never know, you're going to be in your head. Does this person like me? Do they love me back? Do they want me? If it's like a career move, you'll never know unless you put yourself out there. You can't sleep on your gifts. Sometimes when people do that, this happened to me before, like certain things that I felt led to share or to post or to upload some type of content, some type of message or insight, or you're just like a social content kind of thing. And someone that has a big platform or channel talked about that same very topic. We almost had the same exact talking points. And I was like, fuck, like I almost wanted to shoot myself in the foot for not doing it, because I was scared of what people were going to say, because the topic that I was talking about was a particular artist that's popular right now. And I was talking about sexualization. I was talking about how people celebrate women's trauma, specifically Black women's trauma, and how it's actually, I just went into this whole thing. I'm not going to get too far into it. But anyway, I was scared of what people were going to think, because I know people personally that like this artist. And I was like, okay, this person could still be in her truth because that's how she was raised. That's how she grew up. That's her life. But it doesn't make it okay. And it's not something to celebrate per se. So when I seen that video, I was like, damn, like it kind of made me feel good at the same time. 'Cause I'm like, okay, I'm not tripping in how I'm seeing things. You know, there's someone else that also sees through the bullshit. And but at the same time, it kind of made me feel like, fuck, I could have shared that. You know, I could have been bold and confident in sharing that within myself. But I've shared that to say, like, that is the example of when you're not living authentically and living in your truth, and you're worried about the future. And if I do this, am I going to be rejected? And blah, blah, blah. You're not allowing yourself to just be and to be present and to live. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that makes sense. Anywho, Father of Water. It says, trust your instincts. There is unity and balance between your head, heart, and spirit, a balance between the conscious and unconscious. This is a good thing. Although you must give yourself permission to feel your emotions fully and completely, acting out in tantrums or rage is not healthy for you or your loved ones. The answer is not more control. The answer is doing your spiritual healing work. The paternal ancestor is spiritually mature and compassionate. He comes through when you may need a reminder to be more open and trust your heart. If there is a Prince Charming, this is his dad with more substance, King Charming. This ancestor comes forward as the Zulu god of healing. He brings forward the energy of giving and receiving compassion and kindness. This ancestor is a kind, generous, and centered father, stable and calm in the raging seas of life. In some traditions, he is a goddess rather than a god. Have you ever experienced positive and loving divine masculine energy? This is very different from patriarchal energy. You are capable of balance and worthy of loving and being loved fully and completely. In the shadow side, where is your empathy? Yes, you have been hurt, but having the walls up is hurting you even more. Just because you turn a blind eye to your issues and problems doesn't mean that they'll go away. The declaration is, I embrace my feelings and allow myself emotional harmony. So there's someone that I feel like needs to hear this, both sides, where there could be some healing, where you have your guard up, your walls up, and this is why you're not able to receive the fullness that you can in life. The experiences, the connections, the people, you're guarded. You're not allowing the energy to flow. You're a very loving person. When you're in your healthy state within yourself, let's say minus the emotional block that you have, when you let that go and let the floodgates of the energy just flow through you, you're a lovable person, period. Like, that is you, but you have something that's kind of blocking that energy from being felt and being seen fully. And I feel like the people that are in your life, they already know this side of you. But I feel like to accumulate or to connect more and to attract that love that you're seeking, whether it's through soul tribe, more friendships, and or a life that you can love and enjoy, a partnership that you can enjoy romantically, it's like there's a block there with this experience. The spirit is saying, like, it can be removed, but you have to do the healing work necessary to make it happen. But I also want to say that there is someone that holds this type of energy, this very paternal, someone that is compassionate, kind, generous, stable person. They're emotionally stable and grounded. They're considerate. So spirit is wanting you to be open to receive this type of love and know that you're worthy of it, of having this love, and to be loved as you are, completely, wholly, and fully as you are. Okay. Let's see. The top of the deck was the Root of Water with highly sensitive. All right. And that is number 28. Okay. It says you may feel like you're on an emotional roller coaster, giggling 1 minute, bawling the next. That's a part of, I don't know if it's like because we are under that lunar eclipse energy, and we're going to be moving into the solar eclipse soon as well, like in a maybe few days or so, like a week or so ago or so. There's a lot of emotions because it's like a lot being eclipsed out of our life and being purged out of our system. I feel like men specifically might be emotionally charged, and if you're a sound person, a sound emotional, man, that sound emotionally, you'll be able to work through these emotions, even if it's a little tough. Those who are not emotionally stable or grounded or balanced are might be rageful, angry, toxic, seeking power, seeking control, because it's a feeling of losing control. When certain things flow through you, sometimes you want to control it where you're not meant to. Some things need to flow through you. Some things need to be purged and released out of you. Women, feminine energies, I'm going to say more so physical bodies of women. Your energy during this time, I feel like, is to encourage you to empowerment, to push you out of your shell, for you to fully step into your divine sovereignty as you're meant to. Those that are on the toxic spectrum of the feminine energy, that are not walking in their divinity or accepting or embracing their light and divinity, they're facing some trials and tribulations for things that they've done and dishonor to themselves. Yeah. Everything, the world is a stage. So like anything that's going on in the spirit realm, it will manifest itself in the spirit realm. All you got to do is pay attention. Pay attention to things that you see on media platforms. Yes, some stuff is fabricated and, some things can be manipulated. But if you pay attention, like really with the spiritual sight, you can see all of this playing out. Astrology and all of that, astrology, energy, all that shit, it does not lie. Okay. Where is that at? The ancestors, wait, I didn't want to skip that. It says, you are on a soul journey. That's why you are feeling it all so deeply. Don't take every little thing so seriously. Trust your inner guidance. The ancestors are nudging you in signs. Are you paying attention? Nature is speaking to you. This plant ancestor is empathic and intuitive energy. This hibiscus plant has youthful energy. The roots, plant spirits, are the messengers of the ancestors. They may be news or a romantic proposal coming your way. That was the third confirmation around love. Honor your feelings. Your creativity is ready to flow. Take advantage of all the creative opportunities coming your way. The root of water is the hibiscus flower. This yin energy, plancestor, comes forward as a zemi of the Tejano people of the Caribbean and the goddess of 𝗛𝗽𝗆𝗆, supreme creatrix and mother. Like her hibiscus flower, 𝗛𝗃𝗃 represents the moon, fertility, love, romance, and beauty. This ancestral plant spirit also represents your inner child. Lean into the energy of play. Your ancestors didn't always have the gift and privilege of play. Allow yourself to be free enough to play in their honor. The shadow aspect is you are being a bit immature. Be more sensitive to the feelings of those around you. As Don Miguel Ruiz says in one of his 4 agreements, don't take anything personally. The declaration is, I choose to express my feelings openly and fully. Okay. These cards are beautiful. And some of you guys, I feel it wouldn't hurt for you to fast. Okay. Maybe some of you guys could water fast if you feel led to, if that's something that, your health wise, you're capable of doing. It's not going to harm you. Something with plant diet or just like natural, something with hibiscus flowers. I think the Mexican juice or water is called jamaica. It's a hibiscus kind of like juice type thing. That could be good for your system to clear out, minus all the sugar and stuff like that. You could use like agave or some raw honey or something instead of sugar. But green plants, maybe even doing a spiritual cleanse and bath. You can do a spiritual shower as well. There's ways that you can connect with water without having to fully immerse yourself in it or living by a body of water. You can utilize it in different ways. If you guys are into ancestor work, your ancestors may be calling you to do some libations for sure. Okay. Some of them might call you to a specific place where there is water to pour libations there. Some of your libation is your tears as you release, for sure. Rainwater stands out to me. I know one of my sisters was just talking about collecting water yesterday because it was storming. So Oya's energy is coming through too, if you guys know who Oya is. Mama Pile, I just get like a fired up energy in the stomach, in the back. I had this warmth, and it could be like Kundalini energy, but I felt like this warmth and this heat in my back that I can't explain. It felt weird, like I could feel it. And I feel like there's some type of activation around popping out, coming out of your shell, birthing yourself. And it doesn't surprise me with Aries energy, Aries season, because it does represent the first house. So you can look into the first house as well. We do have a little bit of Libra energy that influenced the passing lunar eclipse that we had. So the energy of beauty as well. Libra's energy is Venus energy. So there could be some shifts or some changes around like your physical appearance or wanting to better your health as well. Clean out your body, clean out your stomach region, your gut. Some type of gut health is calling, I feel like, to some of you. But yeah, this improvement, I feel like, is going to call in. And it's not about, because some of you, it may not even be like you look totally different or anything like that. It's not about your physical being the thing that attracts people to you. It's your essence and your energy. It doesn't matter what you have on, but it does help to feel good. So it doesn't have to be like, oh, if I do this fast or this cleanse, then I'm going to lose 50 pounds or 10 pounds or nothing like that. It could just simply be you feel better. Your skin kind of glows a little bit more. Your nails are healthier. Your hair is healthier. You know, your inner gut health is better. You know, that's the important part of it. It's an external thing after, internal thing first, right? So like do that internal work first, and that energy radiates externally. And you might be like, I don't look different. I don't look any, you know, nothing's about me changing. People are like, no, you're different. Like you're glowing. Like you look good. Like that. It's an inner thing first, right? So this isn't about looking the part by dressing up and cutting this and cutting that, or putting on 10 pounds of makeup or doing all this extra stuff, doing push-ups and sit-ups. It doesn't have to be all of that, you know, because you could be the finest person physically in the room to people, but your energy could still stink. You know what I'm saying? So it's your energy essence that is going to attract what's for you. Okay. So I say all of this with love, and I pray that this message resonates with whomever it's meant to resonate with, and it reaches those who it's meant to reach and be a blessing to you. And like I said, if you resonate with this, like this video, show some love to it. Share this with someone you feel like it may bless. And if my, channel, my energies, my readings resonate with you, feel free to subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. If you guys would like to book a personal reading with me, I'm also available. Coaching sessions, I'm available. And sound healing sessions, I'm available as well. If you guys want to book your own private sessions or parties, you guys can also check that information out on my website. Any questions you may have, you guys can email me. Okay. All of that information is located in the description box. And as always, much love. You guys be blessed. You be safe. Take care. Peace.